What a shit show. Okay. All right. Anyway, we're back. Season 3, episode 7 of Cookout going live on YouTube and Twitch. We got Adam and we got Eris. As always, boys, how are we doing?
Big week for the lads.
We love that.
Big week
Hey,
for the lads.
we might own Mexico, respectfully. Might like it's kind of getting to the point where it's not really a rivalry anymore. And they just can't say shit to us anymore.
Can't say shit. Can't say nothing.
And their fans are getting salty. Like, I think their fans understand what time it is now.
It hurts.
It is what it is. Like,
it hurts for them.
We're much better. We're much better than they are.
And this is all they got too.
Right.
You know?
This is their goal, like
this
best shot for a while. So I'm just glad we didn't fuck it up. Because here's the thing about the US. Like, we should never worry about it, especially with the team that we have now. But you just never know, because we will sell at any time. We are prone to sell.
US is like the epitome of playing to the level of your opponent.
100%.
They're gonna get up for them Mexicos, the Germanys, but Honduras roll around, don't fight.
Right. Nicaragua, or however you say that country. Nicaragua, whatever. I can't say the word peculiar either. Like, it's just one of those words. Oh, how do you say it? How are you supposed to say it?
I just wouldn't. If I was you, I just wouldn't even stumble over that word.
Like, that was just the country.
That's kind of close. That's close to TOS if they didn't know any better.
Right. Here's the thing. I could have maybe I could have used like Chile instead. You know what I mean? Like,
but you chose that one.
It was just the one that came to mind. Panama. I can't.
You're gonna get rocked by the bot, man.
No. I didn't say the N-word. Also, I'm black. All right. Like, I've been in it, bro. Like, I've been through it. Ryan, clap it out, bro. First of all, pause.
Whoa.
Hey, what are we talking about?
Gotta be talking to you, bro.
What are we talking about?
Gotta be talking to you.
Look, this is why we can't have these late. We can't have these late starts, because we have
freaks, bro.
We have the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Anyway, US owns CONCACAF now, and I still don't like the jerseys. I hate them less than when I first saw them, but I still don't like them that much. I feel like we have such good colors, like nation colors, and our jerseys always look very average.
Oh,
like Nigeria always has dope jerseys. Like, Japan usually has pretty good jerseys. England's jerseys that they just came out with are fire. I love the purple. Like why can't
I will say we never stray away. Like, Germany will have like some lime green ones sometimes, you know.
Right.
Spain will rock purple. England's rocking purple. You never, like, you know. Argentina wears purple. Let's go away from the red, white, and blue one time. See what we can do. Like, we can cook up.
Like teal, like cook something up. You know what I'm saying?
Cook something up.
Yeah, even like pink, like some like pink like alternates or something like that. Tough, but we're very vanilla. And like, we just don't take risks. And yeah, so I'm not in love with the jerseys. I don't hate them anymore. I think they are better than the last blue ones that we had. Those were horrible.
I think they look really good on the field. I like how they look on the field. In person, like, I'm not saying I would rock one, but the way they look on the field as a team, I like it.
Thinking green. I feel like we can't have that.
I feel like you wear green, you're a loser.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what if they did like some money alternates? You know what I'm saying? Our jersey just had like dollar bills or 20s or hundreds all over the place. That would be That'd be tough. But the thing is that the U.S. is, $11 billion in debt. So like, we can't have money on our jerseys. You know what I'm saying?
You say the if we ever have alternates, it'd be like some weak ass camos or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Which wouldn't be horrible.
It wouldn't be in theory, but we know how.
Like white, I actually do think white camos are tough. Like white camo, anything is tough. So I can see that. I wouldn't hate that, but I just feel like Nike can do so much better than what we have. Maybe I need to look at it one more time, but I just feel like we can do better than this. Anyway, outside of that, we talk about the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament, how bad our brackets are. We talk about Shohei Ohtani might be a degenerate, might got caught up a little bit. We talk about some of the NFL rule changes. So kickoffs changing, the hip drop tackle has been banned. And then what else do we have? We have drama, Diddy. Mm-hmm.
Sir,
we got Diddy, we got Nickelodeon kids or Disney kids like in the news. We got Future and Kendrick versus Drake and J. Cole. Just a lot of drama this week. And then Caitlin Clark might go to the Big 3 for $5 million. So where do we want to start? I feel like we got a lot to go through.
Let me take a look at the bracket. Let's look at the bracket first.
All right. So we can look at our bracket. That is not in good shape. But what we can do is we can fill out a second chance bracket to where we can pick from Sweet 16 on and still win some money. Also, we should cook up a nice little parlay and win some money because I feel like we deserve a win. Actually, I did get a win. So I'm not like completely down like I was last year. Last year I was so down betting. I was live betting women's basketball like round of 32. Like that's how bad the first 2 days of the men's side I was at. I was live betting Ohio State versus I don't fucking know and losing still. So it was bad. But let's look at our bracket. We can take we'll look at ours. Ours actually not horrible. It's not.
It's a lot of red, man.
It is.
It's a lot of red.
It is. We definitely got sold by some teams. We got sold. So round of 64. I don't know why we believed in FAU at all. Like we knew they sucked. I don't know why we went there. This one sucked. Auburn really hurt.
Yeah.
Losing to Yale. BYU, I blame Adam because as BYU was losing, I remember saying Adam was like, they got like 6 shooters on the team. they can't all be off. And got sold by lost to Duquesne, who then got boat raced by Illinois, who we said was gonna lose to BYU. I feel like I'm done betting on Drake ever. Because we know what Drake is. They're going to win the Missouri Valley Conference and then lose. We just know what they are now. Michigan State. Here's the thing. I still don't hate that we picked Michigan State over North Carolina in the second round because they were up early on North Carolina. They were up like 10 pretty early. And then I think halftime it was pretty close. But then talent kind of took over in the second half. But Grand Canyon, great pick here. Well done by us here because we went back and forth on a lot of this right here. And we still have Alabama over North Carolina. Or over Michigan State, but so we might still be okay here. We definitely missed on Clemson. We definitely underrated Clemson. I'm still not convinced Clemson is good. I think I was shocked that they dubbed New Mexico.
Me and Eris watched that Baylor Clemson game together, and it looked like Baylor never stood a chance. They lost by 8. They were down 8 the whole game.
Right. And I was like, if they can just take the lead, or if Buddy could just make some free throws. If he makes those 2 free throws, they tie the game, but instead he missed them, and then they went down and scored, and then they never got close after that. I think I remember that right. But freshman, bro, moment just too big for some. So this hurt because we had Baylor in the Final Four. No, we did. We had Baylor in the Oh wait, yeah, we had Baylor in the Final Four.
It's tough.
Dayton. I still don't hate the Dayton thing either. I feel like we took a swing on Dayton, and I still don't hate that we did that. That one's not regrettable. Baylor's a little regrettable. Houston also tried to sell us.
Not my fault. They didn't try 45 free throws.
Are you guys worried about Duke though? Because Duke is red hot right now. And
they ain't played nobody.
Well, I guess I want to say you guys because
they played Vermont and James Madison. Let's be real.
Okay. I wonder what the line is for that game.
That depends on how the refs call the game. If the refs call it like they did Texas A&M, you actually gonna lose.
Houston minus 4.5. Over under 133.5. I feel like that's a little high. It's not like Duke gets up and down the floor. I was shocked though how bad Wisconsin looked in that James Madison game. They looked terrified to play basketball.
What do you expect? It's Big Ten.
I agree, and then AJ Storr decided to have the worst game possible. Picked the worst day to have his worst game, and then today he announces that he's going to be testing the waters in the NBA draft while retaining eligibility. So basically, he's
going to work on his game.
He's going to go ahead. He's going to go to the combine or whatever, and then they're going to tell him, "Hey, you should go back to school." They did that with Nigel Hayes because Nigel Hayes tried to come out early. They sent him right back, and then they were right because he sucked after that. This was a bad section for us. Texas Tech, Kentucky, Florida. Because did we have Kentucky in our Final Four too? No. We had Houston winning, but we had Kentucky to the Elite Eight. And they lost to Josh Golke. Or is that his name?
Something like that, yeah.
So, dude. Lost to dude in them. So that's tough. And here's the thing. That guy is soaking in all NIL deals possible. Jack Golke. Sorry. White dude. Go. Like not even 10 minutes after that game, he's doing NIL like ad reads for fucking Liberty Mutual, like all these other things. Like, but fair play. Say that again.
I really hate that school is not in Oakland, California. I hate that.
Yeah, Oakland, Michigan. Shout out Horizon League.
Yeah. Found out that it was in Auburn Hills, Michigan, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I mean, I knew where it was, just because that was my conference, but outside of that, no one should know. I don't even know where Oakland is on the map, but I know it's in Michigan. But yeah, Jack Golke. Good for good. Fuck, man. So what do you guys think about like John Calipari too? Because I think it's interesting that Kentucky already came out and said that he's going to be returning next year, and they haven't been to a Final Four since they lost to Wisconsin. I think, like the Frank Kaminsky team, because that's when they had Devin Booker and Karl Anthony Towns coming off the bench, and I don't remember who their starters were, but I don't think they've been back to the Final Four since then. And I just feel like I know Calipari has a buyout, which I'm sure they're trying to avoid. But at what point do you make a change?
I don't think you make a change now, but I think they had a conversation like, look, we got to start winning.
Right.
This shit not going to work.
Because, like, do you think it's a worse look for him that he has all this talent come in and then they all go to the NBA? So in terms of like player development or getting them to the league, like he's still going to get all of this talent every single year, I think. But I feel like with NIL, players are staying longer. Most of the teams that are in the Sweet 16, if I were to go through every single roster, I'm sure there's a lot of upperclassmen on the team. Like, is NIL shifting from the one and done era back to, you know, those Wisconsin type teams that had Sam Decker, Frank Kaminsky that stay there 3 or 4 years, and Calipari is going to continue to crash and burn in the tournament?
I mean, yeah. I never thought. I think you still get top players. It's just we see in the last 4 years, not just this year. It happened last year, the year before that. It just makes bad coaching. I think he's just a bad coach. To be honest, you know?
Yeah, like
what's to tell you? Say it.
I just wonder with NIL, do you think that teams are going to not so much look at those one and done prospects? Like they'll have a better mix of one and dones and upperclassmen. Like I feel like the team makeups are going to change.
Yeah, I think also like a lot of those, you're talking about a lot of those players that he would normally get are going to the G League.
Right. And
like
they're getting rid of the Ignite team, right?
Yeah, but like before that, like a lot of those players, they would normally be on Kentucky, you know, so he can get away with it. He can't get away with it now because he's still recruiting great, but he's not recruiting NBA talent. He didn't have 5 NBA players on his team. He can't just roll the ball out there and say, go win me 3 games in March.
Right. He's probably got 3 on this team.
Yeah, or 2. Might have 2 right now.
2 for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3rd.
But like that's not good enough if you can't put him in the right spots.
Yeah, I just wonder at what point does his seat get kind of hot?
I think it's warming up right now. Everything is warming up.
Because I'm trying to think in college football, because I definitely watch more college football than college basketball. But if there's a situation kind of similar to where you get all this talent, but it doesn't necessarily translate to winning, or
Jimbo Fisher.
So yeah, Jimbo.
It
was like that with Jim Harbaugh before he started winning.
True. What about Ryan Day? Do you think Ryan
Day?
Day?
Yep,
is probably in there.
Had the same conversation. Happened to Mac Brown at Texas.
True.
Eventually, like nobody's bigger than the program.
Right. And I feel like he can only reference that, like, I send all these kids to the NBA for so long. Because I feel like most of them, they're going to the NBA anyway, whether they play at Kentucky or ever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Rob Dillingham is going to the league, whether he's at Kentucky or Duke or whatever.
I think John Calipari helps them work on their game, like for the NBA. Like when they're out there playing, they're working on things that they have to do like in the NBA. It's not they don't really have to sacrifice for the team, I guess, at Kentucky. They can kind of get theirs But guess it depends on however Kentucky feels. If they feel like they're comfortable being a big program, getting touting their NBA players, and fine, they want to win. Do something.
I guess so. Moving on to Florida though. So I had Florida going to the championship game in my bracket, which was a big miss on me. I was just trying to take some swings. However, do we think that like this Colorado team was underrated coming in, or do we think if Florida had their big man, they probably win that game, and then probably also beat Marquette? I knew nothing about Colorado going into this. To be fair,
I didn't really either.
I just don't trust Marquette at all.
I think Florida has their big. It's definitely different, obviously, but
I feel like that team felt like before their big man got hurt, like a Final Four team. Good backcourt, good big man. That's really what you need, and some wings to knock it down threes. So Zach Edey is on a tear as well, and I feel like I don't want to say most people hate Zach Edey, but they are tired of how he's officiated. And but do we respect the run that Purdue is on, or do we still think it's a matter of time before they launch? And do we think Gonzaga could beat them?
I think Gonzaga will beat them.
We did not pick that.
I
don't disagree, though.
Matchup I've ever seen in my life.
Say that again.
That's probably the worst 8-9 matchup I've ever seen in my life. TCU fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was bad.
Utah State. Oh. I was watching these are tournament teams, I guess.
Right. Grambling put up a better fight than Utah State. And Grambling's going to ugly the game up. And they did what they could. We were spot on, or Adam was definitely spot on Kansas, though. Because like they had all those injuries.
Not healthy. Nothing they can do.
And Gonzaga's playing really well right now, too.
Kansas, I think Kansas was up at the half on Gonzaga. I think.
They got fucking steamrolled in the second half.
They ran out of gas.
Right. I do want to know what the line is for this game. Purdue -5.5. I'm interested to see what Purdue does if Zach Edey gets in foul trouble.
Lose.
Yeah. And like I feel like at some point in terms of officiating that he's gonna get 2 ticky-tack fouls. I mean, like that's why honestly that Wisconsin was able to hang around so long, because he got a quick foul in the Big Ten championship game. He got a quick foul, and then he got a technical foul on some just dumbass shit. That's 2 fouls right there. He had to sit the whole first half. Like, I feel like at some point in this tournament, there's going to be something ticky-tack, get tied up with somebody on a rebound, do some extracurriculars, and that's how they lose. But I do think Purdue has a good backcourt, though. And they shoot the ball well, so I don't know. I just hate Purdue. I hate them. Zach Edey or not, I just hate the university entirely. Let's see. Oregon, what was their guard's name? Put up like 40 Cousinard.
Yeah, Cousinard.
Oh my god. Just shooting the absolute dimples off the basketball.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Holy shit. But yeah, I kind of ran out of gas against Creighton. Creighton looks good too.
I mean, shit, he was hooping against Creighton for 40 minutes.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure him and that other guy, that big, scored every point in the second half versus Creighton.
Right.
And they didn't score in overtime at all.
No. Texas though put up a good fight against Tennessee.
Next. They didn't.
But then we got the match. We got the match of the cold ass white boys in Creighton and Tennessee.
I can't believe Texas did that.
Tennessee looked so bad. Both teams did.
That was probably the worst game of the first 2 rounds. And I watched Utah State play Tennessee.
So Creighton and Tennessee. So how about we do this? We can repick from the Sweet 16 on and try and win some money. So UConn, San Diego State. I feel like UConn's just a wagon. It's just get the fuck out the way.
I still don't see how they lose.
Yeah, it's just get the fuck out the way. I feel like they're just an NBA team right now. Also, the people and I feel like this is just for clicks, but I've been seeing stuff on Instagram and on Twitter where it's like, if you put together the 10 worst NBA players and you played UConn, would they lose? And the answer is the 10 worst players in the NBA would beat UConn by 50. And we need to stop. We need to stop having these conversations. I know it's clickbait, but we need to stop having these conversations. The worst 10 NBA players, by the way, are in the NBA.
I don't think
they all play for the Detroit Pistons.
Right. Here's the thing. Thanasis is getting 30.
I don't think UConn has a top 10 pick in this draft. To be honest. They might have one. I don't think so, though. I mean they don't have a top 5 pick. Because 3 of them are Europeans.
Right. So and their best shooter's Cam Spencer. You don't think Thanasis is just locking that up?
They don't
stop having these conversations. Stop. When anyone brings that up, whether it be college football, could Alabama beat the fucking Chicago Bears? No, they can't. It wouldn't be a close game at all. Okay, Illinois and Iowa State. I was very high on Iowa State. I still am. However, Illinois cannot be guarded right now.
Iowa State guards the best offense versus the best defense. This is the game I'm most excited to watch.
I am very excited to watch this. I do want to go to this game. I might see what tickets
tomorrow, huh?
Yeah,
it's in
Boston.
I'll say there's no way it's at 10 o'clock my time. It's insane.
It's right down the street.
I would go. I think it's gonna be a real good game.
I just need to see what tickets are looking like because
probably stupid crazy.
Because I know for the UConn one, it was like $600 to walk in.
For UH Duke, that's what it's like too.
Let's see. For fun, NCAA tournament tonight. Who plays first? Oh, UConn played. Let's see. 284. And I'm assuming that if I buy one ticket, I get to watch both games.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but I'm in the nosebleeds for 284. I feel like I'd much rather just go to a bar.
Yeah, you're in the nosebleeds for 6 hours.
Right. And I feel like I can just take that 284 and just spend half of that and booze right next to TD and watch it. I also don't know if I have any Illinois gear anymore. I don't think that I do. But yeah, I don't know. No one can guard Terrence Shannon unless your name is Jamal Shed.
I think we'll find out. I think Tamian Lipsy can.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is Illinois does not guard at anything. So I don't know. Eris is not here, so we can't break. We'll come back to it. I think Illinois is going to win. I think they're going to bring up. They're going to talk about the D Brown, Luther Head, Darren Williams. They're going to talk about that. This is the best team since then. I feel like they're going to play up that narrative, and I don't know. I feel like Iowa State just not. I just can't. I just can't see Iowa State like being good at stuff. I don't know. North Carolina and Alabama, I think will be another really good game. A lot of scoring. Yeah. Whatever the over is, I'm betting the over. Doesn't say on here.
I like North Carolina.
Yeah, I think they're a deeper team. Mark Sears has to do everything on that team.
Yeah, I like North Carolina.
I like North Carolina too. Clemson, Arizona. I think Clemson plays ugly basketball.
I think they get got right here.
And I think, but the thing is, because they play ugly basketball, they can make this game really ugly. And I feel like they could just hang around. I still am going to pick Arizona, but I feel like this is going to be an ugly game to watch.
I like Arizona too.
Aris, thoughts on Illinois, Iowa State? I feel like Adam and I are split. It's basically best offense versus arguably best defense. Something's got to give. Terrence Shannon's a monster, but I mean,
yeah.
Adam thinks Lipsy can guard him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm almost sick of choosing Big 12 teams, honestly. But it's Illinois. But it's fucking Illinois, man.
Illinois doesn't guard.
They don't guard. I guess I'll probably take Iowa State, but I ain't super confident about it. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, fair. A lot of chalk right now. 1-2, 1-2. Houston and Duke. I feel like this is going to be another really good game too.
I think it'll be a good game because Houston's offense fucking stinks.
But their defense is so good. And Duke's offense is good, but their defense is not good.
I think this is going to be an ugly basketball game, too.
I agree. I also feel like Jeremy Roach has been in college for 15 years. I feel like he has to be a senior.
He is.
Like he's got it. He's got it. Because I swear him and Fred VanVleet lined up against each other at some point.
Shit, I'm sure LJ Crowder was lining up right with him. Probably right there, too.
True. I do think Houston's going to frustrate the shit out of Duke. But I do wonder if Filipowski is going to get off in this game. I feel like they'll do a good job managing Jerry McCain, but is Kyle Filipowski going to get off? I don't know much about Houston's bigs. So
they did lose their starter like 3 weeks ago. Their second, they have one of their starters. And their other one, their best one, is a little hobbled.
Emmanuel Sharp is coming off a fucking. He was playing so well until he fouled out. I would. God damn, I'd take Duke, but I can also take Houston. I take Duke though. In Dallas.
That's like I said earlier, it depends on how it's officiated. If
they let him
calling fouls, like they didn't let him play versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M shot 45 free throws. If Duke shoots 45 free throws, they're gonna win the game.
Right.
But because it's in Dallas, there's gonna be a lot of Houston fans there.
I feel like they're gonna be up for this game.
And I'm thinking the refs might might let some shit go because kind of basically a home games. They might let them get a little, might let them touch him a little bit.
I feel like Kyle Filipowski is going to have a meltdown in this game. There's going to be some video of him having a meltdown.
He's gonna get if they let him hoop, he's gonna get roughed up, and I think Duke loses. I'm gonna say UH wins because it's in Dallas. If it's anywhere else, I think the way they've been calling it, Houston, and I think just for fouls will just kill them.
Yeah, I think yeah. One thing I will say about this tournament so far, there's been enough upsets to where it's made it interesting, but I'm glad at like Oakland beat Kentucky, which is great, and then they lose the next game. Perfectly fine. I don't want Oakland in the Sweet 16.
We got NC State over here.
Right. But that's the only one, which is fine. Like NC State's on, you can have one Cinderella, like they had to win 7 games in 13 days or something like that. So like it's a great story. It's gonna end probably with Marquette.
I think so.
But yeah, a lot of chalk right here. 1-2, 1-2. Purdue and Gonzaga. So we do have the opportunity to pick Gonzaga because I do think that
I got the Zags.
I do think that they're going to win this game. I think I'm trying to decipher if it's because I hate Purdue that much and I just want them to lose and I'm kind of tired of Zach Edey, or are they going to win? Because
I think they're going to win because we know how Purdue can be exposed.
Right.
They can expose Zach Edey, and I think Gonzaga has the tools to, and they have a really good coach. They have I think top 5 coach.
I love Mark Few.
Yeah. So I think they have the tools. They might have to come up with a complete new game plan, what they've been doing, but I think Mark Few can do that. He has a whole week to prepare.
I like it.
If it was a second half, like they were playing them after playing another game, then I think that's how Purdue gets you. But you had a whole week.
I like Gonzaga.
Yeah. I would say if Purdue wins this one, I think they win the Elite Eight too. Just because you can't prepare in a day for Zach.
Right. Creighton and Tennessee. The battle of cold ass white boys. I kind of like Creighton because of how bad Tennessee's looked. But because of how bad that they've looked, are they going to look good Saturday?
The thing about Texas versus Tennessee is that like Rick Barnes and Rodney Terry are from the same tree.
Mm-hmm.
So they call each other family. So they know each other. Obviously, it's going to be an ugly basketball game.
Yeah.
Not like you can't put anything past Rodney Terry if you're Rick Barnes, right? Because I know you, right? I know everything you want to do. I know how it's going to work. So yeah, that game's going to look ugly.
Yeah.
Creighton, I'm pretty sure Creighton's been down in both games so far as well.
Right. They rely so much on Baylor Shireman, and I don't know.
I like Tennessee.
I think Tennessee.
I think I like Tennessee as well.
I'm normally like the better team when they have more time to prepare.
That's true too. All right. So UConn, Iowa State, North Carolina, Arizona, Houston, Marquette, Gonzaga, and Tennessee. UConn, Iowa State.
I don't see how they lose.
Yeah, I bet this game Iowa State is up at half. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens. If this is the game in the Elite Eight, I'm definitely betting Iowa State first half.
I like Iowa State. But my number.
Also, this game, keep in mind too, in terms of travel, UConn has had to play at the Barclays Center and in Boston. They haven't had to get on a plane to go anywhere. And they're playing this game in Boston too. I feel like that also matters.
It does. That helps.
So I like UConn. North Carolina, Arizona, Caleb Love, RJ Davis. This is going to be drama. Here's the thing. I will be rooting for Caleb Love in this game.
I've seen Caleb Love. I can't. I told myself I'm not doing it. I refuse, actually.
I think North Carolina is a better team. However,
they're also 23 years old.
Caleb Love is on my no bet list, so
100%.
I'm out.
I will not bet on. I will not bet on him as like a player prop. However,
if he's on the team, I'm not putting any stake in that team.
My thing is Caleb Love got a lot of heat for them losing and then him leaving. So I feel like this is circled. This is the most circled this game.
This is the circle game. He's gonna go out there and start jacking up shit like he did. He always does.
So he's either gonna score 30 in the first half, or they're gonna be down by 30 in the first half.
He's gonna win the game. We'll shoot him out of the game.
So who do you trust more?
North Carolina.
All right, fair. And then we get the rematch, UConn and North Carolina. They played each other earlier in the year. Houston, Marquette. I feel like if Houston gets past Duke, they're definitely beating Marquette.
I think only if Marquette's guards are healthy enough.
Right.
It might be tough.
And this would still be in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
And then Gonzaga in Tennessee. I just want Mark Few to get to the Final Four.
I'm rooting for Gonzaga. I think Tennessee wins.
Eric, what do you think?
If this is the matchup, I'd probably say, I don't know, probably the Zags. Mark Few's a better coach.
I think it's Mark Few's time. I think it's his time.
Maybe.
I think it's a team of destiny. So we got UConn, North Carolina, Houston, and Gonzaga. 3 1s and a 5. I actually think this is a pretty good spread. UConn, North Carolina. They beat North Carolina earlier this year at Madison Square Garden. Don't know how much weight you put on that. However, I do think UConn is a much better team. And they just have so many people that can score.
Yeah, I probably agree.
And then Houston and Gonzaga.
I think Gonzaga has a lot of size, especially like at their guards. Houston's guards aren't that big. That might be a problem against Tennessee or Gonzaga.
But do you think there's going to be a point because of how bad Houston's offense is at some point it's going to hurt them? Or like
the offense is that bad. I mean, they're not like top, but they're not like at the bottom of the rankings either.
Right.
Just not elite.
I don't know. I feel like I like Houston still. I think I also want to see UConn versus Houston in the final. I think that'd be a really good game. I think Houston's more equipped to beat UConn than Gonzaga is.
I agree.
But do we trust them in the Final Four? So at this point, coaching matters too.
Two great coaches.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody has an edge in coaching.
I think it's Houston time. And then do we think Houston beats UConn?
No.
It's just so hard to go. It's so hard to go back to back as a thing.
It is. I'm biased though, obviously. But if I had to put my money, I would put my money on UConn.
Okay, so we still have UConn winning the whole thing. Tiebreaker. I could see this being like a 75-68 game. 76-68 game.
If Houston was healthy, they win this motherfucker. Let everybody know. Lost 2 starters this year.
Okay. Okay, fair. So let's Shohei Ohtani.
One of us.
Might be one of us. So
he got a Discord. He in the Discords.
I think so. Here's the thing. At this point, I feel like Shohei Ohtani speaks perfect English. He knows what the fuck is going on at all times. So those who don't know, he has been. So news has come out that his interpreter has been stealing money from him, upwards of $4.5 million from him, to pay off gambling debts to a sports bookie. So it's under investigation right now. And apparently Shohei just had no idea that this money was gone. And I don't want to call him a liar. However, timeline wise, some things are just not adding up to me. And so Dustin brings up a good point. Hired the same crisis PR firm that Harvey Weinstein did, and might be guilty. So we've known nothing about Shohei Ohtani, right, until this point. We just found out what his dog's name was. His dog's name's Decoy. Don't know why he held that from us for so long. And then out of nowhere, he's got a wife that we now know he has a wife, see what she's look like. And then literally the next day is when all of this stuff comes out. So it's like, is his team knew about this for a while and then now is trying to get ahead of everything? How do you just not know that $4.5 million, just, you don't have that?
Is he guilty? Yes. Can they prove it?
No.
Is the question.
There's just no way. Because he's already had the stance of, I had no idea this was going on. He was the best friend to me. I can't believe you've done this. Like shit, right? And so there's just no way, unless there's like
was he betting on baseball or just in general?
Not sure.
It's a gambling.
It just is gambling.
Sports gambling, though.
Yes, sports gambling. Yes, sports bookie.
This seems like the Michigan situation where he was like, "Look, take this. I don't want to know."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go do a little something with it. That's what I feel. He's gonna be a fall guy. His interpreter's gonna be the fall guy.
Right.
Take the L. He's gonna take care of him on the side. Send him back to Japan. Japan, right? Yeah, Japan.
Yes.
Send them back to Japan. Take care of them. Put them up. Don't even worry about it. So I feel like it's just feel like that's the situation.
The thing is, too, is that the story just gets more and more weird. So like they looked more into the interpreter, and apparently they said that he said that he used to work for the Red Sox and the Padres or something like that, and that was just not true. And then he said that he went to this university or whatever, and that was also not true. So it's just like this whole thing is just bizarre. And I feel like in the end, there's just going to be some fire going on, and then it's going to be put out. We're going to forget about it. Shohei's going to start playing. The Dodgers are going to be good. And then I feel like this is all just going to go away.
He'll be suspended like 15, 30 games. He missed the first month, which really isn't shit. It's 3 starts, 4 starts.
Well, he's not even pitching this year.
Throwing this year.
Oh, well, when he comes back,
yeah.
He's suspended the first 30 games or something when he comes back.
Well, he's playing, not throwing.
Yeah, here's the thing too: is that I'm not even sure that they're gonna. Will they suspend him?
I think they have to, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be heavy though. I don't think it's gonna be like I said, 30 games ain't shit. They play 162.
True.
And
he's a DH.
Yeah, so. Hey, look, just don't do it. You know what you did. Don't fucking do it again.
Pete Rose is making comments too on the side of like, I wish I had a fucking translator. Might be in the hall of fame. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If anything, this makes Shohei Ohtani even cooler in my book because now he's more relatable. He's just one of us. At the end of the day.
He's a bro trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's once that adrenaline rush.
Right. So there was no cameras or whatever in his press conference where he actually spoke about it. And I was seeing tweets like saying, what if he just sat down, looked dead in everybody's face, and just started speaking perfect English? Like, got you motherfuckers. like I'm known English. I was born here. All this shit. I know what type of time we're on. And yeah, I feel like this is just an interesting story. But I'm just glad he's one of us at the end of the day.
You might ask, it's not about making money. It's about the rush. Shohei Ohtani has enough money, but it's the rush.
Exactly.
It's the rush.
Anyway, so MLB kicks off. Well, it's 12:30 a.m. as we're recording this Thursday now. So
12 hours.
Baseball starts tomorrow. Baseball's back. Normally, I'm very excited about this time of year, but I'm not because both my teams are ass. So the Cubs might actually sneaky be okay in the NL Central. However, the Red Sox are going to be atrocious. And I got to deal with you guys, you both, all year, and the Rangers because the Rangers are going to be very good again. Do they win the division?
Who's stopping us? Let's keep it a stack.
I mean, I feel like the Astros. It's gonna be you guys and the Astros.
We killed their spirits, man.
I feel like the Mariners are gonna be serviceable.
Regular season team. They get in the postseason, they choke.
Either way, if the Rangers don't win the AL West, they'll definitely get in via the wild card. But I do feel like everyone's on the Baltimore Orioles bandwagon right now. First of all, their best 4 players look exactly the same.
I thought that when we played there, I was like, damn.
They have a type. Yeah, and then they're gonna bring up Jackson Holiday at some point. I think he's starting in AAA or AA. Just not quite ready yet. But their middle infield of Gunnar Henderson and then Jackson Holiday, they look identical. And then behind the plate, Adley Rutschman just looks like an LL Bean model. Like, and they just all look the same. But I don't know. I love Bruce Bochy though.
My
That's a
dog
go
right
right.
there.
That's a go right there.
Oh,
Bro.
right there.
So I don't know. I feel like it's the Rangers pennant until someone knocks them off. But I do like the Orioles. I do think the Astros are going to be good. If the Yankees are healthy, they'll be in the mix. I think the AL East is just going to be the Yankees and then everybody else. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. In the NL, people are predicting the Cubs to win it. I think that's just more of a byproduct of how bad that division is. The Braves are going to be really good. The Braves and Phillies and Dodgers are really going to be the ones. Maybe the Padres, but I just don't trust the Padres.
Nah.
I mean, the Diamondbacks will be good again too.
Diamondbacks just got Monty.
Yeah, Jordan Montgomery. Yeah, which I wish. I guess not completely shocked, but I mean, kind of. I mean, like, where else was he gonna go?
Yeah, so
but
last option.
But still, yeah. I mean, man, the Braves are gonna be good. The Dodgers are gonna be fucking good. Dodgers pitching rotation is so ridiculous. Between Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw is still gonna be good. Dustin May, and Emmett Sheehan.
I feel like Dodgers always look good on paper. They're gonna win 110 games, something like that.
And then just bats go cold.
Bats go cold.
And then they just don't hit.
They're gonna lose to the fucking Cardinals or some shit.
Yeah. Dude, one guy I'm really excited for on the Rangers, though, even though he's a Florida Gator, Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford, he's been hooping.
Stud.
When we drafted him, I was like, oh, they fucked up.
Stud.
They fucked up when we drafted him.
And he made the opening day roster, which, like, dude's built like a linebacker. Yeah, what's his dimensions? Let's see. 6'1", 225. And that dude's a brick shit house. Probably win Rookie of the Year.
I think him or Evan Carter.
Oh, true. Yeah, the Rangers are gonna be fucking loaded, bro. Fuck.
They got no pitching. We're fucking
Yeah.
At the old days, it's a toss up.
Yeah. Look, you're gonna get one win every 5 days, minimum.
And then the bats.
Right, but I feel like you're bad. I mean, you're gonna score 7-8 runs a game.
We'll be good until I think DeGrom comes back in late July. So does Scherzer.
Yeah. And then your rotation goes from like a C- to like A-.
And then we'll get somebody and probably get somebody again if we're not ass trade deadline.
So we'll see. A lot of people are putting a lot of stock in Chris Sale going to Atlanta Braves, but he's not going to pitch the entire year. As in he's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt 3 starts in. He's going to be out for a month and a half. He's going to come back from the injured list and then get rocked his first start back, and then tweak his back riding a bike or falling off a bike like he did last year, the year before. So I don't put a lot of stock in the Chris Sale move. And then he was shitting on Boston. Fuck him. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for getting the last out in the World Series in 2018, but fuck him. But yeah, I am excited for baseball to be back. I am first Red Sox game that I go to. I'm gonna do the 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings challenge. So I am gonna do that. It's gonna be an expensive day, but I'm gonna make sure the weather is nice before I go, which rains in Boston a lot. I'm probably gonna do like maybe a weekday game, so tickets will be cheaper because I don't give a fuck about the game. Like, gives a fuck. They could be playing the Cleveland Indians or Guardians. I couldn't care less, but that will be done. I will smoke a little weed.
Oh,
I'm gonna be cooked. I might. I don't even know. I'll probably buy standing room only seats and then go sit in the Sam Adams deck and just sit there and just rip beers and eat glizzies for 9 innings. So
I'm
that'll be a good
excited. I think me and Jose are gonna do it too this year again.
Okay, bet. Maybe we can coordinate going to a
yeah.
game on the same day.
We can.
I'd be down for that. Okay. So other stuff going on. Do we want to get into Diddy? Do you want to change it up?
Oh, man. What is he doing?
So I don't know the full story on what's going on with Diddy. So if one of you want to shed some light on what's going on, but I know it's not good.
I don't know the full story either. The full story.
Okay.
What I know is that he's being investigated for child sex trafficking or something like that. And like from what I've seen, like the feds to get the feds to raid like his house, they had to have a lot on him,
Right?
Because like they don't just you're not gonna just raid like a celebrity's house, all three of them, if you ain't got shit.
That is the story that I also think that I heard. Was that I don't want to repeat the accusations.
Yeah, like how do you get here? Like how do you get to that point?
Then it's just a bunch of like I said, a bunch of other stuff. But there's just like he just had the worst like 5 months ever. Like he's being investigated for the trafficking, right?
Yep.
But also remember it started with him having like parties, right? Where there was like, homosexual intercourse
like,
going on.
You're saying don't party with P. Diddy.
Right.
That's what 50 Cent said.
There was him like having influence over like people who are very intertwined with the church. And then obviously
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes, yeah. And then there's now like stories about how Diddy was a pimp and he had like sex workers that worked under him. One of which being who he had a very long-standing relationship with, and now people are saying that wasn't even his girlfriend. She was one of his workers the entire time. So Diddy just there's a lot going on with Diddy. So like Adam said, they raided his houses, and his response to them raiding his houses was to flee the country. Pretty good indication that you're probably guilty.
I saw that. He went to Cape Verde or something like that.
Yeah.
But they don't have any whatever the word is
extradition
called.
Or whatever.
Extradition. I can't say that.
But yeah, I mean, if you ever want to look guilty when you're being investigated, leave, right?
Yeah.
That's the first way to be guilty of or to be accused of being guilty. And so he did. That's exactly what he did. He left. So Diddy's a weirdo.
So this apparently all stemmed from his ex filing a civil suit, to where this just unlocked all of this.
Oh, so she said some shit like under oath, and then that led to other things. So I was wondering where all this came from. I thought somebody from the inside just like started just snitching on them or something.
So, yeah, the public first became aware of these allegations when ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura filed a civil suit against him in November last year. The case was settled out of court the next day, paid her out. Also, Cassie was one of them ones. Side note. But then there was 3 further lawsuits alleging sexual assault. So basically, she just pulled out the Jenga block, and then all of this shit just got put on him afterwards. You got homosexual blackmail on a bunch of music people and some leaked audio of Meek Mill and him. Yes, saw that. 50 got a documentary coming out on it because he knew. Oh man, this is
Well,
gonna,
50 spoke on him on the Breakfast Club like a
yes.
couple months ago about that.
I feel like this is just gonna be. This is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, he might be cooked. He might
He
be like R.
might
Kelly.
be
He
cooked.
might be like R. Kelly cooked. Like GG's.
That's what I'm saying. So that's tough. Also, don't mess with Cassie, bro. I mean, come on. Like,
I always got weird vibes from Diddy.
also, randomly, in this, former Syracuse basketball player Brendan Paul, who is GPA booster, right? He was his drug mule. This also comes out randomly. Don't know what this, but Brandon Paul was arrested on Monday on 2 drug-related charges in Miami. And the drugs apparently are being linked to Diddy.
So he's a pimp, a
And a
child
drug
trafficker, a drug dealer.
Yep.
And he has
Paul.
What is what?
Paul's arrested on suspected cocaine and
What is
possession
he
of
trying to
marijuana.
do? Does he not have money? I
feel like
understand.
I feel like people that do this are just bored as fuck.
Like you know,
People saying Jay-Z is in on it too. Hey, here's the thing. That might mean Beyonce might be free. But there's been like a bunch of videos resurfacing, like clips of Diddy telling kids to put a toy helicopter down his pants. I haven't seen this clip.
No, I don't know about that. I see some stuff with Justin Bieber.
I think that's
Justin Bieber too.
That's part of the Nickelodeon stuff, I believe.
Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, so there's a clip going around of it was part of the show, but Diddy was on All That telling kids to put toys down other kids' pants.
I ain't gonna lie, he might be public enemy number 1.
I feel like he might be cooked. And then the stuff with like the child actors on Nickelodeon, like Drake Bell saying that he had to put meat in his mouth.
I'm actually on that.
What?
You didn't see that?
I'm actually on that episode of Quiet on the Set, like right now. Like I just started that episode earlier.
I need to watch. I need to watch that.
I didn't see any of this Nickelodeons. I've seen like they've been coming out. I've been seeing like actors like Nickelodeon didn't protect me, but I haven't like looked into it.
No stuff like Drake Bell had to put meat in his mouth, man.
Yeah, I just started the Drake Bell episode today.
Yeah. Boy. People are weird, man. I just don't understand. It's not that hard to just not be weird.
It really isn't, man.
Like it's not that hard.
Just fucking go to work and play video games like every
exactly.
day.
People hate on dudes that play video games. We don't.
You're into doing weird shit, man. I'm trying to have a beer, talk with the lads.
Exactly.
Stop doing weird shit. Stop touching people's hands.
I'm doing weird shit. I just don't understand like when people just wake up and it's like, all right, I want to start a sex trafficking ring. Like, let's figure out how we should do that. But yeah, Dustin brings up a good point. People thought Kanye was crazy, but he might have been right about a lot of the stuff.
Now, there's a lot of people that obviously have been painted as crazy, but like you said, it started to look like they weren't wrong. Like you said, Kanye is one of them. Jim Carrey has been outspoken about stuff like this in the past. It made him seem like he was crazy. Dave Chappelle made him seem like he was crazy. Cat Williams made him seem like he was crazy.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of people apologizing to Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams.
Dave Chappelle makes trans jokes, so nobody's going to apologize to him.
Well, fair, but like Cat Williams, like people were on at Cat Williams' neck for like coming out and saying what he said, but he hasn't said one lie.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's been wrong, huh?
So, but yeah. So okay. Other drama. Future just dropped the album with Metro Boomin. I don't know if you guys listened to it. Did you guys have thoughts? Like, did you like it?
The actual overall album I thought was okay.
Pretty good album.
I feel like we just know what Future is.
Yeah,
Like, and Metro Boomin. Like we know it. Like
it's it's what I expected.
Yeah,
which is good. I mean, I love Future. I think Future's my favorite rapper right now. So
okay.
I liked it.
But anyway, so they release the album, and then there's beef with Kendrick. Future is basically like Future and Kendrick versus Drake and J. Cole. I don't know the parameters of where the beef started, or like what's really going on
with Metro Future versus Drake. I think that's from what I've gathered. That's the real beef right there.
So from what I kind of been reading is that first of all, Metro has never liked Drake. That's been that's years, right? And I think that started after they made their first tape that Drake and Metro and Future all made.
Yeah.
But apparently, the beef between Drake and Future recently stemmed from some chick.
Yeah, I saw that too.
From some chick. And like now you're looking back on Her Loss, I think it was the last Drake album, and like there's and there Her Loss doesn't sound right. But anyway, Drake's last project, and there's like for all the dogs, not
for all the dogs, yeah.
For all the dogs, yeah. So you're looking back on that project, and there's like a bunch of there's a bunch of little not innuendos. There's a bunch of references to Future.
Like first person shooter.
Yeah,
first
person shooter, but more so, what would Pluto do?
Yep.
And like I don't know if y'all remember, whenever that song released, I was like, "Why the hell is Future not on the song? Doesn't make sense."
Right? I thought Future was on the song,
and me too. Not even on the track. But now, come to find out, if you read the lyrics, there's a bunch of lyrics just alluding to like literally the lyrics said, "What would Pluto do? He fucked the hoe, so I did it." Now it's like, okay, that makes sense. So really, this album is a response to "For All the Dogs" by Drake. That's where that's where all the beef came in.
Mm-hmm.
Now Kendrick comes in because Kendrick and Drake have been throwing shots at each other forever. Drake's always called himself Mike Jack. Not Future. Kendrick's always called himself Prince.
Yep.
That beef's always been there. Get the opportunity to get on the album. Well, here we go, right? He made the most of his opportunity.
Yeah. And J. Cole just like, well, shit, fuck.
J. Cole just called it. Honestly, J. Cole just called it straight.
I feel like he just,
J. Cole just called it straight. Now, the thing is, like Adam said, now nigga, you in it.
Yeah, too late now. It's too late.
So whenever Future, or not Future, damn, I keep saying that. Whenever Kendrick dissed, all those rappers the first time around, right, when he did his Control freestyle verse.
Which was crazy.
Right. He fell off the face of the planet after that, right? We didn't hear from him for a while. And Cole responded to that, and he was like, if this is war, bet. Right? Then we can do that. But then nothing happened after that with Kendrick, right? There was nothing after that. He was just like sending a warning shot. Well, here we are, 6 years later or whatever it is. And it's, this is pretty much a straight up diss, mostly to Drake. But again, J. Cole is now,
I mean, he referenced J. Cole's.
So now
verse.
What happens after that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested like what the fallout is going to be, if anything. Like, I mean,
yeah. See, so and that's my thing is that like Kendrick does this right. I think Drake is going to respond. J. Cole also going to respond. I think they're
both got
an
album coming out soon, huh? Next month.
Yeah, Drake. J. Cole, the fall off has been planned. Something tells me that it gets pushed back for obvious reasons, right?
Yeah.
So they'll respond. The question is then what happens after that? I think that's the point where J. Cole will probably fall off the beef. I don't think he's actually a
I think
part
it
of it.
depends on his response.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be something similar to what he's responded in the past, which was like, nigga, I'm here for it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really not on that, but if you're trying to get with that, then we can do that.
Here's the thing: if I'm Kendrick and Future too, I'm not doing what I did if we like that and not already having some shit cooking up already.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you really can't. I mean, you can have an idea to cook something up, but you really don't know what you're gonna say until
They respond.
niggas say something, right? So it's like I think you have the idea like, all right, this is gonna be like I'm sure they expected Drake to have something within 48 hours type shit.
Mhm.
That's just kind of how Drake normally operates, right? So you have him drop something within a week. However, okay, he hasn't dropped anything within last whatever it's been
4 days.
3 days or whatever. He hasn't dropped anything yet. So now it's like, all right, whenever he responds, then it's gonna be beef. Drake is probably cooking up something OD. He's probably circling the wagons. He's getting niggas involved.
You saw Rick Ross was like, "Fuck Drake too."
Yeah, dog. I don't know what.
Yeah.
So I also saw that like Rick Ross like super petty. You know how social media is nowadays. Rick Ross unfollowed Drake on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So Drake invited his like ex baby mama or something to his concert, like his very next show or something like that. Just petty Drake shit, right? Soon as he gets the opportunity, he inviting bitches to the show.
This shit tough because I mean Rick and Drake and Future has hella
Yeah.
bangers.
Always, right? Always got great tracks.
Always got some bangers.
Great music. People are saying that like it's all for show. We're gonna get What a Time to Be Alive 2 this summer. Hell no.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested what J. Cole's response is going to be, what Drake's going to do. But yeah, I mean, looking at some of the lyrics now in reference to what's going on, this seems like this has been going on for quite some time.
It definitely has.
Do you guys have a side that you guys are on, or you guys just hope this turns into just good music? Yeah.
Music. I mean, I like all those rappers. I mean,
yeah.
I don't. I love Future, love Drake, J. Cole, Rick Ross were my favorite. Give me some good music. I'm just the fucking Sexy Red all summer.
Right. I gotta hear Ski one more fucking time.
The summer of Sexy Red Glorilla.
Yeah.
Lotto.
Fair Lotto.
I'm not trying to do that shit.
I can't have it. I just can't have it. Trying to think what else. Any other drama? So we'll touch on Caitlin Clark quick. So Ice Cube came out and said that he's gonna offer Caitlin Clark $5 million to play
10 games.
10 games in the Big Three. I don't know when the WNBA season and the Big Three season kind of align, but I mean,
WNBA season doesn't start till March, huh?
But I don't know when the Big Three season starts.
I think it's over the summer.
So if I'm her,
she can play in both. I was talking with my homies about this today. I don't know if I would.
Why? Because risk getting hurt.
Not risk getting hurt, but I feel like the women's great game is in such a great place right now. And with her going to the WNBA is going to get even better. And it's good for the league.
Yeah.
But it is a super max.
Super max.
But
$5 million.
But here's the thing. If she goes there and she gets exposed by, I don't know who's in the Big Three, fucking Stephon Marbury or some shit.
Sure.
She's just getting cooked. This is just not. It's not a good look for your brand.
Optics wise, yeah, that's not a good look.
It just invites so much hate that I feel like she doesn't really need.
I feel like also like, yeah, I feel like people, especially like insecure male sports fans,
They're
are just
waiting.
waiting. They're just waiting to hate. Waiting to hate on her. Like they're already reposting clips about her having a bad attitude and her dad saying get her out of the game or whatever, which like all of our parents,
what the fuck?
My dad used to yell at me all the fucking time. Like
my mom took me home from a tournament once because I wasn't trying.
So
WNBA season starts in May.
Okay.
May is even later.
May through October, I think, is the last possible date.
Okay.
For like the finals, would start out, and then Big 3 games once a week, starting in June, I think.
So logistically, that could be an issue. However, if it's games just once a week,
well, Big 3 is only like once a week. They play on like every or not every, but like they play on Saturdays, I think.
But they play multiple games at Saturday, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I read somewhere that she would be allowed to play in both. Like, I don't know if the WNBA approved that, but I thought that was just the impression I got, that they would allow her to play in both.
They might play more than like 8. I think they might play more than 8 games, honestly.
Here's the thing.
They might play more, but she's only in 10. I don't know how many they play. How long?
That's what I'm saying. Is that like Big 3 might like she play in 8, but the Big 3 happen, more than 8 games.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't. Here's the thing. I feel like if she signs with the Big 3 and she plays, not all the games, but she appears in some of the games and she gets cooked. One, I don't think that she would care. And I don't know that it damages the women's game because of the opportunity there. And say that if she gets cooked, but she scores, 12, 14 points or, has some highlights, who's to say that Ice Cube may not try and turn the Big 3 into having 2 guys and 1 girl on every team? You know what I mean? Like something like that, where then I think it would be a good thing for women's sports. But
yeah, I'm not saying she would care. I know she doesn't care. Like, she knows. I'm sure she's comfortable. Right. I just think it, like you said, people are just waiting to hate. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, if she does well, then it just skyrockets, the women's game even higher than what it's going to be. Like, she'll be the number 1 women's player of all time.
Right.
Popularity wise, at least.
And like influence on a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Steph. She'd be like how Steph.
She could be like Steph, like how Steph is right now. Yeah.
Because Caitlin Clark is what, like 5'10", like which a lot of girls could like I could be Caitlin.
Which is good, but it's high risk, high reward. And I mean, I think she'll do it because she's confident in herself. And I want her to do it because I want to see. I want to watch.
I do want to see it too.
But I just
cook them old niggas.
I know that if his batters don't feel like, I don't want to see the hate that she's gonna get, unnecessary hate from motherfuckers who played middle school basketball.
Right.
Couldn't even fucking,
because she's cooking those guys. Katino Mobley is going to give her baskets. Or Stephon Marbury might sideswipe every jumper she tries to hit. but yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested. But it's like I feel like the people who like follow like Clay Travis, for example, is just a huge like women hater, and he was trying to set up the Las Vegas Aces since they went back to back. He was like, I'll give $1 million challenge or whatever of him picking any high school boys team and
boys state championship team.
Yeah, high school boys state champion to play the Las Vegas Aces. And here's the thing. He's going to pick Mount Verde.
Duh.
And then Cooper Flagg's going to get 50. He's going to be windmilling all over Kelsey Plum and everybody else on the Aces. And the thing is, too, is like when he made that bet, that was just so out of nowhere and just
He knew what he was doing. He knows.
Like, who
Yeah,
asked
That shit was corny. That's all. Like, bro, like, come on.
it's
who
so
the fuck
corny.
asked you for that?
No one.
How about,
Yeah, here's
how about you go out there?
right.
you put $10.
You put up $1 million. You 1-on-1 against Kelsey Plum, and then see what happens.
I
You
want to
1-on-1
see.
against
I want to
Jalen
see if you can hoop.
Exactly. It's like the people that talked about, like, think about like Dave Portnoy at like Barstool. I don't really fuck with the Barstool. I like PFT and Big Cat. Like, part of my take, like, that's, and like Mark Titus. I like Mark Titus, but most of those guys, they have
So they look so unathletic.
they are unathletic.
Like-
Like, we've seen footage of Dave Portnoy playing basketball, and it's like, this kid sucks or all this shit. I'm like, brother, you cannot dribble and walk at the same time. Like, that's not your line here. Dustin, I would 1v1 Kelsey Plum for free. Here's the thing.
She cooking the shit out of that.
She's cooking. Like,
Dustin was in ankle socks.
oh no.
So
If you wear ankle socks, I'm calling the police anyway.
Dustin go out there in some Yeezys and some ankle socks and go.
I feel like he'd be the type to wear
snatched.
white ankle socks, but with black shoes. Like that type. Not even like black Air Force Ones, just black shoes.
Dustin type would go out there in some old, dirty, low top shoes that he just walks around in. Some walking around shoes.
There's no traction on the bottom.
No traction and some ankle socks and just go.
Dustin is definitely Dustin's definitely like someone who show up to the gym to watch, and then oh wait, y'all need one, and just play whatever the fuck he got on. He got on these like water shorts.
Yeah.
These fucking Nike free runs.
Yeah, exactly.
Dustin's that guy.
Some New Balance walking shoes.
Right. Dustin's that guy.
He got like these are the ones that I've been wearing like during my rehab. These like the like
those
show
are
up
the players.
just like these New Balance fresh foam shoes.
Yeah.
Ankle socks, no show socks. I feel like that's his game. Okay, let's see, what else do we have flying through? Oh, NFL. So the NFL, we've had a couple rule changes. They have banned the hip drop tackle. And then they changed the kickoff to like what the XFL has. I think because like I was an offensive player, that I think that banning the hip drop tackle, like, I'm a fan of because of how like the potential injury, but I also am on the side of the defense where it's just like, how do you tackle people? Like, it's not, I feel like hip drop tackles are never like malicious on purpose.
Like, how do you tackle people from behind?
Right, exactly. Like, what are you supposed to do?
You can't horse call them. You can't grab them in the hips. You're gonna
like if if someone's chasing me, like how do you
like how do you tackle them?
Yeah.
How do you tackle Derrick Henry from behind?
Can't. He just scores. If he runs past your safety, that's it. Just
dive at his ankles, you get kicked in the face, and you hope he falls.
Right, or just one of those where you like dive and swipe your hand and try and hit the shoe into the other shoe and trip. Like,
so here's the thing that I think a lot of people are like, a hip drop tackle is not like every tackle from behind. Every tackle from behind is not a hip drop tackle. And I think people keep like that. That's what people like. Well, how do you tackle Derrick Henry from behind? Like, well, yeah, you don't grab him around the fucking nameplate and leave your fucking feet. Now he might drag you, but that's a hip drop tackle.
Ain't no might.
You can still grab. You can still tackle people from behind.
Okay.
You can, just makes it a lot harder. I think.
It takes away one aspect of tackling someone from behind, and that's grabbing them up around the shoulders, and then just let your body weight go. Like but it's not. I mean, I say it's not that hard. It's not that hard in the aspect of not doing that. It's probably gonna be hard as shit to tackle Derrick Henry. Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, I didn't play football. I'm not a football player. Fuck that. So I'll let y'all.
It's just, I mean, you can do it. It's just not. I mean, you just can't.
I know me personally, I'm not doing that shit.
I mean, shit. I'd rather try to tackle him from behind than be standing in front of him.
Did y'all see? Did y'all see Ryan Clark said he meets Derrick Henry one-on-one in the hole? He's lighting him up.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I only believe that for some people, and that's people who I have seen make tackles like that in the past. Ryan Clark has some big hits. I agree.
Sure.
But all of his big hits come from people who are looking for the football, right? And then you know, they don't already have the ball.
Like, I don't hate that he said it. I feel like it's just who said it. Like if Brian Dawkins came out and said that exact same thing, I'm more about it. Or like Cam Chancellor, you know what I'm saying? Like people like that. Ryan Clark
was a hard hitter, but was he like in the box safety? I felt like he was like over the top, kind of like Earl Thomas type.
I don't think
no, that's what. Say that again.
I don't think Ryan Clark could cover.
No, bad in zone, bad in man to man. He's better in zone because
But did he? I don't. I mean, I remember him, but
he was not. Like, he was not in the box.
He wasn't walking up in the box like that.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you said, Ryan Clark could fucking hit.
Oh, yeah, he was nice. He could hit. No disrespect at all.
He's not Darren Sharper. You know what I'm saying? Hardest hitting safety in
the league.
In the league. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if it's Derrick Henry versus Ryan Clark at the goal line.
He said, in the eye, cut back in the eye, in the hole.
I don't care what it is. It could be a halfback toss to the right side. I don't care what it is. Ryan Clark is not stopping him at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've seen Derrick Henry take grown men and stiff arm them with his hand and put them parallel to the ground, like in the air. Like people who worked their whole lives to get to the NFL just to be picked up off the ground by a singular hand, a mitt, just parallel to the ground. So I just feel like I can't get behind that. Pause. Okay, what do you guys think about the new kickoff rule though? Because I like it. Because I feel like you need to bring kickoffs back.
I like it.
Because kickoffs are basically just nothing. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like.
I like it because it while you're pulling it up, I like it because it adds some skill to a kickoff, right? It adds skill. It adds the fun of kickoffs in the NFL. I mean, I like it.
And it prevents injuries too. I feel like it's the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Because like you're not getting as like blindsided in terms of like blocks.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of limits that because I mean, looking about how this is gonna look, it's kind of like how the XFL is. Like you have everybody lined up, you can see where everybody's at, and then from like a viewership standpoint, it just makes it to where when someone has a kickoff, it's not like, all right, time to grab another beer or like go to the bathroom or whatnot, because you're just not having Justin Tucker kick it out of the end zone like every single time, right? And it makes special teams and makes kickers more important in terms of you have an extra job.
Personnel out there, like
your personnel, like
you can't just stick anybody out there.
You can't stick you can't put Derek Watt out there like anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to put actual people.
I'm interested to see like how the offensive team sets up. Like who do you have blocking? Do you put maybe you put a tight end out there that can block really well? Kind of run a set or something like that. play.
I'm just interested if there's going to be like pitches or like is this going to be turned into like rugby or like you know what I'm saying? There's only 3 teams that voted against this rule change, and it was the Packers because they're boring.
Old school.
The Raiders because I feel like Mark Davis is like fuck change, blah blah blah.
Old school.
And the 49ers, which I thought was kind of a head scratcher. I don't know why they would care that much, but those are the 3 teams that voted against it. But I like it. I mean, there's penalties like if you kick it out of the landing zone. Like, say that again.
49ers GM John Lynch.
Yes.
I mean, he's probably. I look at him the same way as Mark Davis.
Yeah.
He played the game. Fuck change.
Could you imagine they put like offensive linemen on that whole right side and they just pancake everybody?
Right.
Or something crazy.
But I feel like they might be too slow. Like in the open field like that, people could just move around.
I mean, 5 yards.
Yeah, where you gonna go in 5 yards?
True, but I mean, like you can't do like a wedge no more, like because that's been out for a while.
You get like some mobile like linemen or just like some fullbacks. Just pancake a whole side.
So
a couple fullbacks, couple tight ends, put them on the right.
I do feel like from a statistic standpoint. Oh, good.
Then you kick it left, or you kick it right. You kick it away from that side. You kick it away from that side, then it's. I mean, you got all your receivers and shit on the left. You're not gonna run it all the way back across. It's the whole thing now.
Yeah. So the reason for this change is that now they think it's gonna resurrect the kickoff, so people have to watch it. So last season, only 21% of kickoffs were returned. So that's basically just like, let's go get a beer, go to the bathroom during this time. Now they're saying that they're projecting that between 50 and 60% of kickoffs will be returned in 2024. So that will add roughly 1,000 more plays.
That's interesting that they targeted at 50. Because
yeah, good.
Well, I just feel like because of the way that like you have to field it if it lands in the landing zone, right?
Yes.
So
you have to return it. Yeah.
You can't knee it at all.
No.
I don't think so. I think you have to return it.
You can't even fair catch it and just take it where it lands.
No.
Thing is, I don't know why you would do that anyway. Because
I think eventually, like you're gonna get those kickers are really good. They're gonna just sky the ball up in the air and it's just gonna be just floating. I feel like if you get really good, you can like sky to like
they kind of can't off the tee though.
Oh, it's on the tee.
Yeah. It's not like they're punting it.
I think it's still off the tee, right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, and then they have to get it to the
20
to the landing zone, and if you sky it,
they have to get it there. So that if they go short, then
if it goes short,
it's
40.
If it's shorted, if it's kicked out of bounds, if it's kicked, which would be a touchback before, it'll be spotted at the 30. If it's kicked out of bounds or lands before the landing zone, they get it at the 40.
So they have to get it there.
Yeah.
And then no one's moving until.
Yeah, because you're gonna see Tyreek Hill back there now. Like, see.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the rules, so this is all.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know you have to return it.
Yeah,
if it lands in there.
Yeah.
And then if you do an onside kick, you have to declare the intent of an onside kick.
They say we're onside kicking, so
yes,
no surprise.
So there's no surprise ones anymore, which is fine. But and then you can't do squib kicks anymore because the squib kick that lands short of the 20-yard line is ruled down immediately, and then they get it at the 40.
I mean, kickers are. They're impressive. I think they're gonna work on. They're gonna cook up something to get around.
I mean,
don't know what
I
it
feel
is.
like kickers should love this because it makes them more important. First off, they could probably negotiate
I
more
mean,
money.
if you get good
like-
at this, like say you can squib kick it and make it like skip inside
Yeah.
the landing zone.
And then, so when are they able to move?
They are able to move. The kicking team will be able to see when the ball. Sorry, we'll be able to see the ball touch the ground or the returner. And that's when they can move.
They can move when it's
Oh damn!
So it's like the XFL. Like in the XFL, like
Yeah.
no one can move until
the
the
return
ball hits the ground or the returner catches it.
Wow. Oh,
You're
this
gonna
is
see
electric.
I think you're gonna see it. It's crazy because like I don't feel like you saw an uptick in return touchdowns.
But you might.
I mean, granted, yeah,
An extra 1,000 plays in the NFL season.
Yeah, I mean, you'll definitely see an uptick from the 0 that we saw this year, right?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna take it to the house at least once, but that's interesting.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you've ever, I mean, you could find a clip online of the XFL how they do kickoffs, but it's basically going to be synonymous to that.
I've been to an XFL game. I was drunk. I've been to like 3.
Fair.
Shout out
But
to the Renegades.
and then think about like fantasy football. Like if you get teams that are getting good at this, you got to think defense, special teams, and fantasy football. Like, interesting.
A lot more points.
A lot more
points.
Teams get to the 50 there in field goal range these days.
In 2023, in 2023, 97% of XFL kickoffs were returned. In 2023 NFL season, it only saw 4 kickoffs returned for a touchdown. I wonder how many.
Wow, 4. Yeah, because I mean they kick so many because only 21% of kickoffs were even returned.
Yeah.
So that makes sense because they moved like when Devin Hester played, they kicked from the 30. Now they kick from the 35. And then now they'll still kick from the 35. Yeah, interesting. Also, shout out the 40 people on Twitter that are still up with us at this time. I've noticed that we've got an uptick on Twitter views, like live views, because on X or Twitter, now we show up at the top of like, if you follow me on Twitter, I show up at the top saying that like I'm hosting a space or whatever. So it's a lot easier to find now than before. But it's been good. I mean, it's a good change. Thanks to Elon Musk. Anyway, anything else that we had? Do we even want to run through Pirtle, Weddle, those things?
We can run through Pirtle and yeah, sure.
All right, fuck it. Back on Pirtle. I don't know the last time we lost this.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
Who do we like here?
He's Jonte Porter. One of
oh yeah. Hey, here's the thing. That's an interesting one too, because the games that he went out for an eye injury or whatever were like the most bet props at the time. Also really good metrics to start with, by the way. East Atlantic Division forward, height under 6'8" or under.
What teams are in the Atlantic?
The Raptors, the Celtics, Knicks, Nets, and I'm forgetting someone.
Knicks, OG, and Anobi.
I don't hate that. Okay, not bad. So he's a shorter forward.
Just a forward.
6'5" or 6'6".
PJ. Who's PJ Tucker play for?
The Sixers? Oh, the Sixers. That's the other team.
PJ Tucker.
He wears 17.
No, he works for no. He plays for the Clippers, or he doesn't play for the Clippers, right? Sits on the bench, complains about it.
Either way, he wears 17 or something above 8.
He's also not 28. No way.
Facts. Old as fuck.
Six guys that play for the Nets are like Cam Johnson. No, Cam Johnson's like 6'8".
Yeah, he's
Miles Bridges, Michael Bridges,
Mikal Bridges.
He's like 6'6".
That might be a good one, actually.
You think he's just a forward?
Yeah. Mikal Bridges back. Let's go.
Future Spur Mikal Bridges.
I gave Mikal Bridges
going back home.
One time I gave Mikal Bridges a lid to his icy cup. Fun fact. When he was on the Suns, him and Troy Daniels, they were watching a movie at the movie theater I was at right around the corner, because a lot of the away teams, they stay at the same hotel when they come to Boston, and there's a movie theater basically attached to it. So I was going to see a movie, and I got an icy, and I was putting a lid on it, and then I looked to my right, and there's Troy Daniels and Mikal Bridges, and he was struggling to get a lid, and I pulled out 2 lids, and I gave him my other lid. All right, cool.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, shot to that.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I think it was Troy Daniels. He's the one that's short, right? He used to be on the Rockets.
Real small, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Cheers.
Yeah.
My guy Elijah Craig. Okay. All right, Weddle. Who do we like?
I guess I picked Daniel Jones.
Tough. Oop.
Bad pick. I agree. Rico, damn.
Okay, 6'5". Daniel Jones, 6'5". Goddamn.
Athlete.
Sucks.
Can't run in a straight line. Trips over his own feet.
Does it fast though?
I see. Got to be a tight end. Here's the thing. Hear me out.
He's the AFC. Please don't choose Cole Kmet.
I'm not gonna say if I was or was not gonna pick Cole Kmet right there. Okay. So AFC.
6'5" guys in the AFC.
Tall receivers. Tall. It's got to be a tight end, I think.
I think the tall receivers in the AFC
that are 6'5".
Alan Lazard. How old is he?
He wears number 10 though.
He wears 10.
Oh. How old is it? Try Dawson Knox.
I don't hate Dawson Knox.
I just want to see him tight end. I think it's been Dawson Knox before.
I mean, how often do they cycle these? Oh. 88.
Mike Gesicki?
Dalton Schultz?
Dalton Schultz wears 86.
Mike Gesicki.
He still plays for the
Patriots.
He plays for the Patriots. I didn't know.
Sorry, maybe not the
Dolphins. We're not Dolphins.
Same thing. Still AFC East. I don't know what team he plays for.
I also don't think that he's that young.
88 for the Chiefs.
Mark Andrews 89, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking Mark Andrews. But he's 89. This is going to be like the Cleveland Browns tight end.
You got to guess it's a burn. Try Njoku. I know it's not him, but I want to see if
Yeah,
that's the division.
let's eliminate the Browns. Oops.
AFC North.
Okay, so Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pat Fryermuth.
Oh, Pat Fryer.
Steelers.
My new favorite team. Dang. Pat Fryermuth. Drink to that. Shot for Justin Fields. New favorite target.
So Mr. Unlimited.
No. Not bad. Cheers.
You might be Steelers fans, Mo. Both of us.
Who got
I am a
to
Steelers fan.
Being both.
Yeah.
I'm a Steelers fan now.
Y'all are Steelers fans on purpose?
I support black people, Aris.
In front of
Mike
me?
Tomlin. My guy.
Same.
Okay. Hard mode. Let's get Zach Martin out of the way. Get it out of the way. Okay. Offensive player in the AFC. Not a guard. Or not a lineman. Under 6'4".
Russell
Probably.
Wilson.
That is calling your shot.
I'll get my beer ready. Get my
There's
shot
no way
ready.
it's Russell Wilson.
Get my shot.
Okay. It's 5'11", so running back.
Not the AFC North. Okay.
Let's do.
Could be a wide receiver. Try Tyree Reed.
Could be Tyreek Hill.
He's not 5'11", I don't think.
I think he's shorter than that.
Oh, these hills, bro.
Okay. It is
Wide
a wide
receiver, though. Wide receiver.
AFC West. So think like Chiefs receivers. What about Cortland Sutton? He wears 14, right?
Cortland
Yeah,
Sutton's like 6.
Try Tank Dale.
Tank
Dale
Dale
wears
wears
10.
3.
Oh, he
There's
wears
3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. Does Nico Collins wear 10? I thought someone
12.
wears 10. 12. Okay. All right. Fuck me. I don't.
6'4".
Yeah.
Tank Dale's short, so that might be.
We got guesses, though, if we want to try to get the AFC South out the way. You want to try Tank Dale?
Try Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is short.
He is.
Sold me in fantasy.
I think he wears. Christian Kirk wears 13.
Was 13.
Bang! Come on.
Who the fuck did he play for?
Jacksonville.
I don't think I watched a single Jacksonville Jaguars game this year.
I did because I had him and fucking Trevor Lawrence, the same team of fantasy.
Yeah, you probably won't make that mistake again, huh?
Obviously,
Yeah,
I didn't fucking win.
Not your best. Not your best.
I was drunk when I drafted. Cheers.
That's fair. Okay, cheers.
Cover my lip. That shit burns. This is coming in nice, bro. Shit.
Let's see. Okay, so Wardle. Let's get fucking Texas out of the way. Thank you.
Well, boy, I say something stupid. Somebody guess.
You know what? You know what the word I've been starting with when I'm not playing with you guys is grape. It's a very good word to start with. Grape.
Okay, anyways, let's go with Sting.
Okay. I like that. Okay, I was gonna say stung.
Good, Bo.
That's tacky.
Look, here's the thing. I just
That's
do this.
tacky.
It's not my.
That's so
not my fault.
tacky, bro.
Good, Bo.
That's so tacky.
Good, Bo. Way to carry, brother.
I'm saying, what do you want? What do you want me to do about it? I see the
Good,
game
Bo.
well. I recognize opportunities. So it's just, it is what it is. You can't be
Good,
mad at
Bo.
me. Can't be mad at me for it. I just wordle a little better than most.
Carry him, Bo.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
crazy.
that's not my fault. All right, let's go. All right, last thing of the night. Why don't we cook up a nice little parlay for the Sweet 16 games, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Sponsored by DraftKings. You guys better hire me.
Facts.
You guys better hire me because first of all, I can do a lot of things. I do sales. I do marketing. Obviously, we do content. So I feel like I'm just a home run hire for DraftKings. So let's do college basketball. Men's. We do women too. Can you guys see the spreads? Or do I need to make this bigger?
Good.
There you go.
Easy.
Cool.
All right. I don't want to do more than 4 games. I feel like 4 is a good number.
For Thursday or for total?
Should we do a Thursday and a Friday one? We could do a Thursday and a Friday one. Fuck it. I did win one semi recently. I just don't remember what my win was.
There was only 4 games in both days.
No.
Man.
No, there's no loss. Oh, Grand Canyon. Thanks.
You will.
Grand Canyon 109. Thanks. Idiots. Okay. So need a different profile picture. I'm kind of tired of that one. Okay. I hate this line because I feel like this is going to be an ugly game between Clemson and Arizona. I do feel shit. Well, I guess it's 4 games and 4 games. Fuck. Okay. I'm not a math Asian. So,
Kind of Asian are you?
Korean. But my mom was not good at math. Bless her heart. No.
Donuts or nails.
So we can also do.
What did he just say?
I just mute him. Just mute him in my mind. You know what I mean?
Donut shop or nail salon Asian.
I do have a cousin that owns a nail salon, and another one that owns a laundromat.
See?
And I did have another one that actually used to own a convenience store.
See, so I'm not. See,
Yeah.
I'm not a bad person. I'm not that.
To be fair. Okay. So what do we think about Clemson, Arizona? I don't like the spread, but I do love I can see the over.
Did you say Clemson gonna ugly the game up?
I think Clemson's gonna ugly the game up, but I hate betting unders. I just feel like a bitch every time I bet an under because I'm rooting for not good sports at that point.
We only betting 4 games, so we don't have to bet that one. You got 8.
Yeah, but I thought we were doing a Thursday and a Friday one.
Never mind then. Okay. I like Clemson covering more than I like the over.
You do? Okay. Because I don't trust Arizona at all. Because I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. They could either boat race Clemson or they could just be ugly. So we'll put that out there. I like. Okay. UConn, San Diego State. I feel like San Diego State plays a very slow pace basketball, like brand of basketball. So I feel like them getting 11 points is significant, but I do think UConn would cover that.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that.
We could also do an alternate spread too of, I don't know, I'm sure 8.5 would be, let's see. 8.5 minus 166. That's still decent value. I feel like they win by 10.
Okay.
I feel like they win by 10. Please. Please win by 10. Okay. Alabama and North Carolina. Let's see. 174 by 2. This is a crazy over. I don't root for the under, but I don't see this game being in the 90s.
They gotta get 90 a pop, huh?
It would be 87 a pop, but yeah. I just don't see it. I don't see it. The spread 4.5 is free throws.
I think I like the under on that too.
I feel like that's it's a lot of points.
My only thing about the under,
sure,
is
if it goes to overtime.
Well, overtime, yes, but
that terrifies me.
But I always feel like, especially if the game is close throughout, which I think this game might be, then we start playing the fucking foul game. And
get it there. It could
every possession,
like 82-80.
Every possession I feel like ends in a fucking foul. Get in the bonus early, shoot free throws early in the half. 9 minutes left, even 9 minutes left in the game, shooting free throws the rest of the way.
We just gotta know. We gotta know. What do you call it?
But the under, I mean, that's the other thing that scares me about the under is that when the referees, I don't feel like the referees are going to let this go under.
Really?
There was I can't remember which game I was watching. I had another friend who took the under on the game, and it was only like 50 points scored at halftime, and they had to find a way to score like, whatever, like another 100 between the two of them or whatever it was. And the referees, they didn't let that go under.
Fair.
They were shooting free throws with 12 minutes left in the damn game.
Yeah.
That is why the under scares me. But
I don't disagree. So like Alabama averages 91 points a game and UNC averages 82. So it's definitely possible for the over to hit. I just feel like in a Sweet 16 game, in a 1-versus-4 matchup, I feel like they're going to
Alabama not going to start guarding today.
No, but I do feel like UNC will guard more.
Okay.
I like the under. If the over hits, then both teams are in the 90s, and that's just fair play. That means like teams are just making shots, like fair play at that point. And then Illinois, Iowa State is also terrifying. I'm not going to take the points either way. It's either going to be Illinois or Iowa State money line, or I'm going the over.
The thing about this is it's the last game, so we can talk about a cash out.
Good point. That's a great point.
It ain't gonna be. That game starts at 9:50. The other one starts at
10:20 my time.
You got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes.
By 10:20, I could be boozed up. And I feel like no matter what, I could be like, just let it ride. Let it ride. It's gonna be hard to take. It's gonna be hard to do some convincing at that point, at that hour, at that time. So, looking at the over under, 146.5. Illinois scores 85 points a game. ISU scores 76 points a game. So, if they hit their average, the over should hit. I am not sure.
I think this game's going to be like in the 70s and come down to free throws late. It'd be like 75,
So if it's in the
70.
70s,
It'd be like
if it's in the-
75, 70. You know, are they going to get like a garbage time shot, something like that?
So you worried about the points then?
Yeah. So I think the game's going to be close no matter what. It's going to be a free throw game.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like what they were saying, I normally lean towards the over if I think the game's going to be close.
Yeah, I like the over here. I like the over, or from value, just getting Illinois money line.
Yeah, I like one of those two. I'll probably lean towards the over.
All right, I like that. I like this. Let's do. I like that. 20. Okay. I like that. Okay. Then for Friday, got North Carolina Marquette.
North Carolina State Marquette.
Sorry, North Carolina State and Marquette. That matters. That definitely matters. So every game North Carolina State plays is close. So I lean, and I never know what I'm going to get from Marquette. So I tend to lean North Carolina covering 6.5. North Carolina State covering 6.5.
It's the first game of the night. That's tough. I mean, I like Marquette -4.
Okay.
More than I would like North Carolina State +6.5.
Okay. We can.
Well, I guess it's kind of the same thing, though, huh?
It is. Kind of. So I hate whole numbers, so I would probably do 3.5.
Well, I guess you might as well do the plus thing if the Marquette's going. So I guess it doesn't really matter. You might as well do the +6.5 because you get better odds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so never mind then. Yeah, I guess you're +6. Yeah, I think Marquette wins by like 4. So I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think they win. I think they win by at least 4. They could win by 8, but I think they win by at least 4.
Right.
That's what I mean.
So yeah, North Carolina State, they average 77 points a game. They give up 73 points a game. So within 4.
I think Marquette wins by at least 4. They could win by 8 or 9 though.
I hope
free throws. Because of free throws, right? You start fouling, and North Carolina State just doesn't score.
Yeah.
They foul again.
That would suck. That's a bad beat. And I don't want to think about that. Gonzaga and Purdue. I think
I'm right with the Zags money line. Fuck it.
Look, I like it.
Fuck it.
I like it. Fuck them points.
It's like, no.
They're gonna win straight up. I like it.
There's a Purdue fan, bro. Gotta be.
Yeah, just an op, bro.
Big Purdue guy.
Just disgusting, bro. Probably just drinks Jaeger straight. Duke Houston. This line is just screaming for people to take the over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a trap. This is a trap.
I might think so too.
This is a trap.
I think this game's gonna be like 28-30 at the half.
I feel like it's gonna be a hideous basketball game.
So ugly. I like the under.
I do too. And then Creighton and Tennessee. This one is teasing you to take the over. I feel like for this one, I'm either taking the money line of either team because 2.5 points does nothing for me. Or the over under. Sorry, Dustin, my fault. It says money line. Zags. Yes. 100%.
That Creighton money line is tempting.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like they can beat Tennessee. Like they can do this. I know we picked Tennessee in our bracket, but we've been wrong a lot. So I feel like we hedge against ourselves here and take Creighton money line.
I like it. Big money line guys on Friday.
Facts.
You don't need no spread.
And I'm going to be 10-20 on a Friday. I'm going to be boozed.
Good Friday.
It's Good Friday. I mean, they beat UConn by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They got it in them. Pause.
Wait, so what are these? What are the 5 picks? What did I do here? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, let's fucking go. All right. I like us. I like this right here. I believe in us. Let's win some money. Let's win some fucking money. Okay, cool. Show will be on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music later tonight, or I guess into the morning. Those staying up with us, we got 53 people in chat. Appreciate staying up late. Eris's fault, of course.
Of course.
Went to go see John Calipari's next signees that are going to be bounced by Jack Golke in the first round. Anyway, I didn't even know it was AAU season already.
AAU season year round, Texas.
I guess that was different down there. But anyway, wash your hands. Bye. Also, take that Florida shirt off. Fuck that. We're not. This is not a Florida podcast anymore.
Damn.
He's gone. He's not there anymore. He's at.
I ain't got my Fordham drip yet.
I was gonna say, where's that firm